News out of Washington, where Jared Kushner was questioned privately by Senate investigators about his connections with Russia. And our Washington, D.C. bureau chief, Ross Palumbo, was there for it all. He's live on Capitol Hill. Ross.
Well, Lori, not only is he speaking out to investigators, but for the first time, he's speaking to all of us. This is the first time we've heard Jared Kushner respond to all of these allegations against him.
I have not sought the spotlight.
But now in the spotlight and suddenly speaking out at the White House, son-in-law and top presidential advisor Jared Kushner.
I did not collude with Russia, nor do I know of anyone else in the campaign who did so.
It comes only minutes after speaking with a Senate Intelligence Committee staff.
Jared, how are you feeling this morning?
Kushner walking in without a word.
Did you really not read the emails from Don Jr.?
Only addressing that question in an 11-page statement, writing about that previously undisclosed meeting with a Russian attorney and Russian-American lobbyist, billed in an email as dirt coming from the Russian government. Reviewing emails recently confirmed my memory that the meeting was a waste of our time, and that in looking for a polite way to leave and get back to my work, I actually emailed an assistant from the meeting after I'd been there for 10 or so minutes and wrote, "Can you please call me on my cell? Need excuse to get out of meeting." On the other previously undisclosed meetings with Russian Ambassador Sergei Kislyak and a Russian banker, Kushner writes, "I did not collude, nor know of anyone else in the campaign who colluded with any foreign government. I had no improper contacts. I've not relied on Russian funds to finance my business activities in the private sector." And about amending his security forms 3 separate times, Kushner says, "I've tried to be fully transparent with regard to the filing of my SF-86 form above and beyond what is required."
Mr. Kushner, will you sign my Russian flag?
Kushner walking past a protester while leaving the private meeting.
Jared, how did the testimony go? Are you confident?
Confident, but clearly out of his comfort zone.
I'll answer all the questions, sir.
And Ross, the president spoke out again about health care this afternoon. What's happening there on the Hill?
Well, Lori, here on Capitol Hill, the big vote in the Senate is tomorrow, and still at this point, Republicans aren't sure whether they have enough numbers to even start debate. It's a motion to proceed. This is just to talk about repeal on the floor. The president knows that it's going to be extremely tight, so he's doing everything he can to get the motion to proceed to pass. In fact, take a look at this. He just sent out a tweet minutes ago writing, "Any senator who votes against starting debate is telling America that you are fine with the O'Care nightmare." That's coming from the president. And take a look at this. He just landed in West Virginia a little while ago. He's appearing and speaking to this Boy Scout Jamboree. He's the first president to do so in a dozen years. But the real reason he is there, perhaps, Lori, is Senator Shelley Moore Capito. Remember, she is from West Virginia. She has been on the fence, and the president appearing with her to perhaps remind her that she campaigned on this. She campaigned on the repeal of Obamacare. Remember, just 1 or 2 votes, and this debate cannot proceed on the Senate floor tomorrow.
A state that supported him. And Ross, we know you'll be watching closely tomorrow. We'll check in with you late tonight, too, for more on Jared Kushner's testimony and what the president had to say in his defense. Do stay with Local 10 and look for World News Tonight at 6:30.